Hello guys, welcome to the Cognizance IAS coaching. Today's date is 6th December 2020. So this is newspaper reading with me, Abhijeet. So today I'm going to read the Hindu newspaper of the date 6th December 2020. Let's go with the intro. So let's start with the Hindu newspaper. First, let's go. Spell-out decision on repeal of farm laws protesters tells Center. Government seeks more time for the talks on December 9th. After 4 hours of discussion with central ministers on the 10th day of their ongoing protest on the borders, ran out of patience, refusing to speak any further. They went on 25-minute Mount Ratha silent protest. India is said to be largest buyer of vaccines. India is said to be the largest buyer of COVID-19 vaccines in the world with 1.6 billion doses, according to the global analysis. A number of scientists say could cover 800 million people, or 60% of its population, will be enough to develop herd immunity. India has agreed to buy 500 million doses of the Oxford University AstraZeneca vaccine candidate, 1 billion from the US company Novak, and 100 million doses of the Sputnik V candidate from Russia's Gamaleya Research Institute. According to US-based Duke University Global Health Innovation Center, the launch and scale speedometer analysis, which is updated every 2 weeks, shows India has confirmed 1.6 billion doses of 3 vaccines as of November 30. While the US and EU have purchased doses of 6 candidates, and the number of advanced market committees made by countries and multilateral partnerships eager to receive vaccine supply even before any candidates are on the market is unpredicted. 7 held under anti-conversion law. FIR filed as in UP Sitapur district after arresting youth in Bahrain and filing cases in Mayo and Mufassafa Nagar. The Uttar Pradesh police have arrested 7 persons in Sitapur district under the newly promulgated ordinance against unlawful conversations. The FIR was filed against 8 persons at the Tambur police station in Sitapur police station. People have right to protest. People have a right to demonstrate peacefully, and authorities need to let them do so. Spokesperson for the Secretary General of the UN said on Saturday about the farmers' movement in India. Paddy stacked on Odisha roads. Hundreds of farmers left their produce on major roads in Odisha, protesting against faulty procedures, and farmers said they were facing the problems and possibility of selling paddy at prices lower than the market in Bandas. Left parties to support Bandh. The 5 left parties have come together to extend support to the farmers' organization that have called Bharat Bandh. On December 8th, they have also called upon other political parties to stand for the farmers. No church visit on Xmas. Bajrang Dal wants Assam Hindus. Convicts to compensate victims of crime in Delhi. Court-appointed group of assess trauma. Delhi's air quality is severe, likely to improve today. Effect to stubble burning dips to 1%. Air quality of Delhi and Noida was in severe category on Saturday, and Gurugram was in the very poor category as per the Central Pollution Control Board. The national capital's data, according to the national capital's air quality data, they expected to improve on Sunday. The air quality of Delhi improved on Sunday. So as you can see here, in Delhi, the air quality is 404 Ghaziabad, 434 Noida, 414 Gurugram, 338, Faridabad 347, Greater Noida 408. In Delhi, Ghaziabad, Noida and Greater Noida, the air quality is in severe condition, and in Gurugram and Faridabad it is in some very poor condition. Severe conditions is greater than 400, very poor condition is 301, between 301 to 400. As you see before like Saturday and Sunday, if you compare the air quality, this were very severe in Delhi. It used to be like 440, 450, but now it has been improved to 404. That's what air quality improves today, and fewer patients despite high pollution this year. Even after deteriorating air quality, cities sees no substantial rise in number of people with respiratory issues visiting hospitals. It means there's no problem. Like there's no substantial increase of the number of people visiting clinics and hospitals with respiratory problems after the city's air quality started deteriorating this year. Doctors of multiple hospitals and clinicals said in the past more number of patients with respiratory problems visited healthcare when the air pollution is high. But however, this year it is where it is patients are not going to hospitals either due to fear of contracting the virus or being tested COVID-19 positive if they go to test hospital with respiratory problems. Like, however, doctors also said there are few people actually affected by pollution. This year, as people are using masks due to the pandemic, also people are staying indoors more due to COVID-19 restrictions. Despite many bigger hospitals have been turned to COVID-19 isolation hospitals facilities this year. Other healthcare services being restricted. Small clinics are also witnessing seasonal spike in the number of patients compared to the previous years, according to doctors of at least four other smaller clinics. Interestingly, Delhi's air was more polluted in November this year than 2019 and 2018. There were 9 days when the air pollution was severe in category. Spike in air pollution levels correspond to an increase to visit by children to hospitals emergency rooms for treatment acute respiratory infections, according to a 2-year-long study in Delhi by AIMS and the other hospitals from June 2017 to February 2019. Due to the pandemic, fewer people are going to hospitals in general and even fewer to bigger hospitals. Every year, we see a rise in number of patients when the pollution is high, but this year we are not seeing a similar rise. And the people are using masks due to the pandemic, which is helping to prevent them with this pollution and respiratory problems. Right to operate stone crushers not above right to life, says NGT. Tribunal pulls up NHI over green cover. Highway authorities submits conversations are responsible for upkeep. Poor AQI due to issues ignored by CM. Congress. Delhi Congress leader Arun Shah on Saturday claimed the city's air quality remained in the very poor category despite of stubble burning in the neighboring states due to the internal cause that Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal refuses to admit it. Akbar didn't have stellar reputation, says Ramani. Hearing continues to defamation case. Journalist May Ramani on Saturday told a Delhi court hearing a criminal defamation complaint filed by the former Union Minister M.J. Akbar against her that he did not have a sterling reputation as claimed by him. Delhi records 3,000 new cases with 77 new deaths. Over 80,000 deaths conducted for second consecutive day. The Delhi witnessed 3,419 new COVID-19 cases in the last 24 hours, taking the total to 5,89,544, stated in a health bulletin released by Delhi on Saturday. Childhood honored. Children across Delhi are setting aside their school books and taking up odd jobs to keep their struggling families afloat. Man held for stabbing 3 man to death. BJP demands against tainted AAP members. CBI has lodged cases against Health Minister. These are the classic fields. So let's go with the weather watch. Go to weather watch. So very heavy rainfall likely to isolated places over South Tamil Nadu, Puducherry, Kerala, Lakshadweep, and thunderstorm with lightning likely to isolated places over Tamil Nadu, Karaikal, Kerala. Dense fog likely to isolated places like Assam, Mizoram, Tripura, Uttar Pradesh, Odisha. Let's go with the air quality. The air quality in Ahmedabad is poor, in Bengaluru it's good, and Chennai also is good. Delhi poor, Hyderabad moderate, Kolkata, Lucknow, Mumbai poor, Pune, Visakhapatnam moderate condition air quality. Yesterday, the observation made at 4 p.m. in Ghaziabad, Uttar Pradesh scored an overall air quality index score of 434, indicating an unhealthy level of pollution. In contrast, Chikkalapur, Karnataka recorded a score of 31. It's good. Rajasthan unveils administrative schemes for mandi traders. As I said in the previous live, farmers are struggling to sell their crop in the mandis. So Rajasthan unveils administrative schemes for mandi traders. Exception for mandi due to interest, waiver and penalties. Amid the farmers that agricultural sector laws, the Congress government in Rajasthan on Saturday bought two answer schemes providing relief to the Krishi Patch mandi traders and agri processing unit. The interest waiver scheme has been implemented in the Krishi Patch mandis for 75% rebate on the interest payable in respect of mandi fee. Allocation. A field day for Rakesh Ticket. BKU spokesperson is among leaders negotiating with the government. Meghalaya gives 100 crores. Meghalaya gives 100 crores to Meghalaya gives 100 crores to pollution control panel. The funds are restoration of the environment due to rat hole mining. The Meghalaya government has transferred 100 crores to Central Pollution Control Board for restoration of environment damaged by the unregulated rat hole coal mining, and the state officials said. The amount was provided from 445 crores the state government had collected under the Meghalaya Environment Restoration and Pole Protection Fund. BJP wins over 1,075 panchayat seats unopposed in Arunachal. The elections are scheduled to held on December 22. Campaigning of for BTC polls first phase hence. Farmers said ultimatum for repeal of farm laws. Saturday's meeting was the fifth round between the government and the farm union since the engagement began in Punjab over 2 months ago after the continuous laws were passed by parliament. Meanwhile, large groups of farmers were from Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh and representatives from other states joined the tens of thousands of people. Farmers were from Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, and representatives from other joined the thousands of farmers from Punjab in the protest of the borders in the security border. Speaking of journalists after the meeting, Mr. Thomas said the assured farmers that procurement minimum support prices would continue at state running. Mandis would be strengthened contrary to fears. Teens marry in classroom. Officials say it's illegal. AP wants panel to provide shelter to minor girl. Police registered case after a video of wedding appears on social media. Kerala approaches SC actor Dilip case. It appears against SC decision to dismiss place to transfer trial. Row over naming of RJCB unit after RSS icon. Congress CPI opposed government's decision. The Communist Party of GM Marxist CPM, the Congress had started to oppose the move on the center of the campus of the Rajiv Gandhi Center for the Biotechnology (RGCB), Union Minister for Science and Technology Harshvardhan sparked it on Friday by naming Madhav Sadashiv Golwalkar National Center for Complex Disease and Cancer Viral Infection. 7 arrests under the anti-conservation law in UP, as I said. Sections 544, 506 and 120B of this Indian Penal Code were also invoked, said police. India is said to be the largest buyer of vaccines. According to a study, high-income countries currently hold 3.8 billion doses, upper middle-income countries hold 829 million doses, and lower middle-income countries hold 1.7 billion doses, according to the report. Tiger attacks SOP issued for 100 villages in Telangana. Alternative questions may be offered in CLAT. Karnataka Bandh, police detain water. Two incidents of stone throwing at buses, Bengaluru. Poor response in districts. Karnataka police detained over 100 protesters from Kannada organization who started gathering at town hall by Saturday around 10 a.m. to protest against the Farmers Maratha Development Corporation. The police also detained leaders. The police also detained across the countries. POCSO case against Kunar Child Welfare Committee Chief. 17-year-old sexual assault during counseling. People have the right to demonstrate peacefully. UN. 36 British MPs write to UK Foreign Secretary on protesters. The people have a right to demonstrate peacefully and authorities need to let them do so. Spokesperson for the Secretary General of the United Nations said on Saturday that being asked about the farmers' movement in India. The comment is the latest addition to show up for support of our farmers. The remark comes a day after the described Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau in support of the protest and unacceptable interference. Left parties to back farmers on December 8th. The 5 left parties have come together to back the farmers' organization that have called the Bharat Bandh on December 8th. They have also called upon other political parties to come forward. Youngsters are watching us. There is a surge in attention paid to agriculture related to issues, said protesters. Odisha farmers pack paddy on roads. We don't know how to dispose the excess produce. Hundreds of farmers on Saturday stacked their paddy on major roads in the borders of Odisha districts, protesting against faulty procurement product taking use during the pandemic. Farmers have come up with a bumper paddy production. The government determined the volume of procurement of sitting in the capital Bhubaneswar. Ministers who took trial vaccine test positive. Anil Jui had taken the first dose of Covaxin. A little over 2 weeks after the Haryana Home Minister Anil Vijay participated in the phase 3 trial of the Bharat Biotech COVID-19 vaccine, it tweeted on Saturday morning that it's tested positive for the virus. Active case on lowest in 136 days, Health Ministry. It has dropped below 4.1 lakhs. MPs raise concerns over exemptions in privacy bill. Social considerations shouldn't be given by the government agencies against the farmers' laws. Rajasthan CM accuses BJP for conspiring of topple government. BJP resorts an unethical acts. It is blinded by greed for power. Barely 4 months after the Congress Rekim won the confidence vote on the floor on Saturday, accused the BJP of remarking and renewed attempts to his government. Mr. Gehlot charged Home Minister Amit Shah with holding secret meetings with Congress MLAs earlier this year. Parliament project set for launch. PM will lay foundation stone on December 10th. Floor leaders of all parties invited, Speaker said. Railways banned requirement of Banglapians. Facility withdrawn evidence resistance for officers. Raw named conspirator in TMS leader's murder case. States with stressed groundwater top in the Seral Strait study. 39% of the groundwater being used up. Unsafe injection caused HIV surge in Union in 2017. Surgical procedures started transferring not like to cases. Unsafe injection exposure during treatment seeking the receipt of the intramuscular injection in the last 5 years were independently associated with HIV disease. Judge orders US government to reinstate DACA program. Over 3 lakh new applicants could now eligible for protection from deportation. Like Australia-China ties at a new low. Tracks began to show from 2018 when Canberra blacklisted Hawaii and GTA. So, explained the broadband into a wide trading dispute with Australia initiating its own anti-dumping investigations into China's steel and preventing Chinese company Mangle Dairy from acquiring Australia based on line Taylor Dairy and drinks which hold some of the country's most well-known brands. China then effectively banned Australian coal imports, leaving ships carrying millions of tons of coal stranded at Chinese ports for months awaiting the clearances, and in November imposed a tariff 7.1% to 12.1 Australia wine labels. US and exchange programs with China. Trump orders US to pull out most troops from Somalia. About 700 troops are engaged in training local forces. So the Pentagon said on Saturday that Trump ordered US to pull out the most of troops from Somalia. Amid virus challenge COVID polls election. First poll after the result of appear mid old election. Moscow starts inoculating vulnerable workers and 70 vaccine centers opened in capital. Moscow on Saturday began vaccinating workers in a health officials said it opened 70 COVID coronavirus vaccine centers in Russia, capital that would initially offer jobs for health, education, and social workers. It is currently in the third and final stage of clinical trials involving for 40,000 volunteers, which the jab uses two different vectors and administered in 2 doses with 21-day gap. Health officials on Saturday said that during in this rally in Moscow, health officials were very 20,000 there and some alternatives. The jab uses 2 different human vectors and they administered the 2 doses with 21-day gap. The vaccine will be free on Russian citizens and inoculation will be voluntary. Jharkhand's joining in GST compensation impairs. All states now part of borrowing plan to receive portion of GST dues for this year. Jharkhand has accepted the alternative offered by the centre to meet part of the GST compensation shortfall through the special borrowing window, the finance ministry said on Saturday. Clients prefer large vendors. Digital native acquisition helps us gain skills. This is a phase when US clients seem to prefer boutique firms and vendors with a local presence, and that has changed. Challenges in achieving herd immunity through vaccine. Breaking the chain of transmission with the partial vaccination of population may not be possible, said Dr. R. Prasad. Inflation import to monetary matters. Why has the RBI kept key rates unchanged in its latest announcement? The story so far. The Monetary Policy Committee of Reserve Bank of India on Friday announced its decision to hold the benchmark repo rate unchanged at 4%, going stick with its accommodative policy stance in the next 5 years to help support economic recovery amid of COVID-19 pandemic. In the MPC sustained, the inflation was likely to remain elevated. As for that, cases and census caution. The industry and its a bit of a reality. What does pure honey mean? Why does the recent report flagging adulteration for popular matter? And the Center for Science and Environment last week released results of an investigation it had conducted into the quality of honey being produced in India. It reported that products by many popular brands were not honey, and in fact had been spiked with added sugar. Therefore, they ought not to be branded and sold as honey. The CSR also showed that alternative technology had been used for the honey. The aftermath of Iranian scientists' killing. With the country moving to the strengthening of its nuclear program, will the US be able to revive the nuclear deal? The assassination of the Mohsen Fakhrizadeh, top Iran nuclear physicist on November 27 on the Earth's cause of fire and has turned the spotlight back on Iran's nuclear program. Sporadic multinational with internal fissures. An organization routinely takes up issues around the world from Palestine to Kashmir but remains divided within now. How to tackle them, I don't know. So let's go to some sport news. India Ice Series win. Aussie speaker Finch not fully fit. Test hopefuls get into the action. Corey Anderson declared signs up with MLC. Ready to resolve Srinath's customs duty issue. Windows in dire straits. Man City enters top 4. NEUFC blanks East Bengal with the British Empress should make amends in the time and place plate. IFA Shield Baggers Seniors Tournament. Sort of session wanted laggards, says Davis. WTA plans full calendar 2021. Tour chef Simmons feels return to China also possible. So this is the sport news. So this is the Hindu newspaper for the date December 6th, 2020. I will be back with the newspaper of December 7th, 2020. That's Monday, the Hindu newspaper, and I'll be back with another one more live of the newspaper reading with Abhijeet. Till then, bye guys. Thanks for watching the live.